This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Bimi. This is Waka's uncle, right? Bimi, Deb Antony's brother. He had his credit card stolen from Champ. Remember Champ from Math Office podcast? He recently, I don't know how long ago he did Bag Fuel, but he talked about why he left Math Off. It never made sense. Champ's obviously a crazy guy. Staying with Bimi or in Bimi's house or something and stole some credit cards. You know, Bimi called him out, but Bimi didn't turn him in. But Bimi's not a snitch. Bimi called him out to warn other people, like, stay away from this guy. He's a thief. He's a thief. So you got to stay away from him. He'll take your stuff, man. Bimi is he's a very nice guy, bro. Like, yeah, he was a part of Supreme Team back in the day, and you know, I'm sure he has a side where he's tough, but he also has a really kind heart too. I've talked to Bimi. I don't know him super well, but I have a respect for Bimi, you know, because he's a man that carries good character and everything. You can see that, you know. He's a good guy. Every time I've talked to him, it's been nothing but cool vibes. And Waka's a cool person. Deb and her whole family did a good job raising Waka. Waka's super cool, you know. So, you know, I got a lot of respect for that family, you know. I know Deb has her hiccups with, you know, OJ the Juice Man and stuff like that, but, you know, she means well. You know, I think the business got the better of her in certain situations. And yeah, anyways, so Champ, it's no good, bro. And, you know, I don't know. Billy McFarland drops a bombshell about Ja Rule. He couldn't confirm whether Ja Rule worked with the feds, but he was offered a proffer agreement, which is basically cooperation. Can't wait for 50 Cent to work with this, because Ja Rule's always trying to paint 50 Cent as a snitch or something like that, and he's not. They put out this fake order of protection, right? But Ja Rule, he was offered a proffer in this whole Fire Festival thing. Interesting. Billy McFarland admits his wrongs, and he was a bad thief. He was bad at taking money from his investors and not reporting it, you know, and what the money was spent on. And he says he basically documented his whole he wasn't a smooth criminal, he said. And Ja Rule, he said he was a good person, but when it came down to, you know, going through the fire, he was not good. I don't think he was that good with Irv Gotti and them either. Irv Gotti and them they really wanted them, not Ja Rule. And really, they only wanted them because of Supreme. They wanted to stop them from giving Supreme money to fight his cases. Anyways, is Ja Rule a snitch? Now, big news. This is what you want to hear. Young Thug, huge win in his case. The judge has been removed. That judge was crooked, man. He was crooked. And he was having secret meetings with the witnesses to pressure them to take the stand, even though they didn't want to take the stand or willing to go to jail. Forced YSL Woody to take the stand. Was working with the prosecutors. Had hand signals for the prosecutors. It was disgusting. So he definitely, Young Thug has a big win here and has been recused from the whole case. That lawyer, Brian Steele, was one hell of a lawyer. Trying to hold Brian Steele in contempt for calling out, a travesty of justice, you know, and just highlighting the fact that, hey, this guy is not being a good judge. He tried to throw him in jail. So, let's see. He's been taken off the case due to controversial ex parte meeting. Judge Glanville, lawyer Love, and lawyer Hilton have prejudiced and tainted Mr. Williams' trial so deeply, as Judge Glanville has not acted as a judge but morphed into an essential part of the prosecution team. Let's see. So, anyways, now who's gonna take his place? Worth noting that in her order, Judge Cruz agrees with Glanville that nothing about the ex parte meeting was inappropriate. She granted the motions to recuse due to the way he denied the motions to recuse and out of necessity to preserve public confidence in the judiciary process. Oh. So they didn't really like throw him under the bus. That was a nice way of being nice to your colleague to say like, yo, you were wrong, but we'll have your back. And you know, these people all take care of each other. It's sick, you know. Instead of standing for justice and being like, this person is no good in the justice system, they protect them and let them keep doing this stuff, you know. Imagine if there wasn't a lot of attention on Young Thug's trial. There's people who go to trial every day and don't get a fair shake because these judges and prosecutors abuse their power sometimes, or I would say half the time. And people don't get a fair trial. And that's not right. That is not right whatsoever. Well, hopefully Young Thug at least gets more fair of a trial at this point. This is great news. And you know, if Young Thug's guilty, you got to prove it, and that's my whole thing. I don't want to live in a world where people are going to jail just because you think they did it. I want to live in a world where you got to prove it, and there has to be sufficient evidence. You know, deserve a fair trial. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.